So on one side we have double Thoughtseize, Cabal Coffers, Coffers plus Urborg. You know that deck's natural Tron. And then the other side we have two Urza's Towers, a couple Baubles, Sylvan Scrying, Explore Karn.
Yeah, I guess it's unclear how many cards Kanister is on. I guess this is 6. This hand doesn't look very good to me.
No, you have two of the same Tron piece. It's not great.
And it seems like, is Doom on the play?
It looks like
okay.
it. Or
So,
no.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, there's some action.
Yeah, that's all the.
I mean, I assume you just take stirrings here. It seems, I mean, they get to draw 2 cards next turn to cast this Explorer, but I have to imagine DoomWake is pretty excited to see this hand when he Thoughtseizes.
Oh yeah, one of the same Tron piece. And next turn he gets to go Talisman into second Thoughtseize into Beseech.
Oh wow, what a sack! Drawing the mine.
Ooh.
Well, as far as hands that beat Thoughtseize go,
Do you think DoomWake has to take the ring here?
One Ring's getting Thoughtseized, and then if you just sort of pray that he doesn't rip a power plant.
I think that's the plan. Like you take one card and there's just redundant card there.
Yeah. It feels like it's all going to come down to whether Kanister rips the power plant on this turn. Yeah. That is not... That's quite far from a power plant.
Do you think the card's the line? I think that's what I probably would have beseeched for, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine you just slam Karn here. Maybe there's a temptation to feel the ruin that Urza's Mine, but I don't feel like that's a very... The thing is, he didn't play a land last turn. I would have been pretty tempted to get the Karn down and shut off the artifacts, because like several of the ways that he finds Tron is through cracking artifacts.
Right. All the chromatic spheres in the deck, the maps, the One Rings, all that stuff.
But it pays off. Or rather, it doesn't punish him. I don't know if it pays off, but...
Yeah, still in a great spot here.
So this is 5-6 mana? Yeah, looking at his thing. So you can start Liquid Metal Coating, which is probably the move. Shut down presumably a forest?
Yeah, it kind of feels like game, right?
Yeah, I can't imagine, because the One Ring doesn't do anything. He's 2 Tron pieces away from winning.
And then the Stone Rains cometh.
Yeah.
I regret phrasing it like that.
Who needs to be on the play? Now there's the power plant. 2 turns too late. Oh, so lucky, drew the Shieldred in a close game.
Wait, this game doesn't feel close.
What are we getting here? I guess...
One Ring?
Oh, the ring? Sure.
What do you get a Doom that has everything?
Yeah, why not get him a ring? Perfect draw.
I don't know if Kanister has good draws.
I think his out Well, he's gonna get Stone Ringed again, but theoretically, if he's able to like play a Karn, he can turn his One Ring into a 4/4 and start attacking. But that's a pretty.
I think that turn was the
He's 2
last
pieces
turn to
away
land a
now from
Karn,
doing
right?
that. What's that?
I think that was like the last turn to land a Karn, right?
Yeah, he would have had to do it that turn. At this point, I have to imagine it's over. Like, what else could? The thing is, he's not really built like the Team Handshake Tron lists were like much more mid-rangey and could operate when their mana was getting attacked. But his is like very traditional, like Tron, without any sort of mid-range game plan.
Yeah, I mean, there's still the explorers. It's like explorers instead of talismans. So like,
Yeah, but I just
bridge
don't
that
feel
gap.
like you're exploring, I guess, into the ring. But I don't know. In this matchup, I guess you still have your Karn wishboard and all that stuff. But
Yeah, I think I would rather be playing explorers specifically versus like opposing Karns than talismans. Largely the
looks like
same.
DoomWake is doing some sideboarding despite his Karn wishboard, presumably because his like pushes are not very good.
Yeah, there's some
And
dead ones.
yeah, he's got his list of cards that are bad here on the side, push and damnation. I imagine you leave in. You got to get the pushes out of the deck, but you don't want to dilute your Karn sideboard too much. Chalice, sure. Chalice on one. Chalice on one is deceptively good against Tron for all their like. I mean, look, the 16 1-drops in
It looks like Kanister also did some sideboarding.
Yeah,
there's a
looks
Crucible
like it.
coming in. Crucible, Karn for Crucible, like you probably already have your mana going if you manage to
Yeah, that's a good
resolve
point.
Karn and tutor it up. But drawing it
Crucible
naturally
is
could be
kind of
really good.
cool tech. Is that stock in Tron? I feel like I haven't seen that before.
I feel like it's a more rare card, yeah.
Oh, I missed it. Did DoomWake leave in the damnation?
Oh, I missed that as well.
Oh, guess we'll find out if he beseeches for it.
Get that Wormcoil engine.
DoomWake's hand is worse than his last hand, but still pretty good.
Yeah, really good.
Kanister's hand is not very good. Yeah.
I don't know if you mull Kanister's hand though. Like, yeah, that doesn't look like a mull to me. Because you lead on Chromatic Star, and then like you have all the filters and everything.
I mean, this hand looks like a keep in this matchup. You got 2 Tron pieces, or access to a second Tron piece that beats Thoughtseize because you can play it on turn 1. And DoomWake didn't bring the Pithing Needles. Well, maybe he had one in his sideboard that he brought in, but
Shielded off the top. Thoughtseize coming in.
Kanister is going to need a lot of help here. Like, 2/3 of the way to Tron, but there's 2 Field of Ruins coming up. And then just nothing to do with it, even if he does assemble it.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of how Tron functions, right? With all these cantrips. Like, we're going to be seeing a very different hand in just a turn or so.
That's definitely true.
I remember the first time I saw like red-green Tron with main deck Pyroclasms and stuff back in the day, and I was like looking at the mana base of like just not very many lands at all. And I was like, this is genius.
Yeah, you've got these like 7 and 10 drops in your deck with 18 lands or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's now assembled Tron, but needs to draw a payoff, which, as you said, is definitely like very achievable. And he's got the issue is because he had to play this forest. He's not gonna assemble Tron before the Field of Ruins start happening, even though he's on the play. Oh, yep, and Bowmasters.
Interesting.
Something interesting about Chromatic Sphere against Bowmasters is you actually don't get a window to respond to the Chromatic Sphere with the Bowmasters because it's part of the mana ability, which I learned one time because I was, like, waiting for them to crack the sphere and would play it in response. But if the Bowmaster's already in play, you do get to get the ping, obviously.
Neat. I wouldn't have thought of that.
O-Stone is interesting. No discard spell to get rid of it. Unfortunately, can't cast it this turn.
Yeah, Doom has a Karn to turn it off. I feel like Karn is like a ways away though, because this is going to be
Yeah.
a field turn.
Yeah, because he's pretty priced into fielding here. But it's still, I mean, he can Karn next turn, and that will shut down the Oblivion Stone. Okay, I'm amending my evaluation of this matchup. It seems pretty abysmal for Tron. Just like he has no way to actually pressure a Karn at all.
Also a mana Karn.
So he's probably going to draw step this Field of Ruin. Actually, he might draw step the Demolition Field. Technically, strictly better against Pithy Needle. Because he has another field in hand. Did he draw? Oh, that's a power plant. Okay. Well,
These Bowmasters have been kind of great.
Play the O-Stone, then the Karn comes down, shuts it all off. Now, DoomWake does get a turn to try to draw. Sorry, Kanister gets a turn to try to draw a Tron piece, but can't even do anything with that Tron piece, so.
Yeah, I don't know what Kanister could draw here.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana next turn.
Is Wormcoil any good?
Yeah, if he boarded in Wormcoil, that would stabilize him because DoomWake would have to march it for. If DoomWake drew a land, would have 5 mana, so it could pitch the Shieldred and march it, but then obviously has 2 3/3s left over.
Oh, what if
Put the
DoomWake
Death
doesn't play the
Toucher in front
Karn?
of the army token.
It kind of looked like he was thinking about not playing the Karn.
Oh, wow. I feel like this is playing too scared.
Maybe. I mean, we have the benefit of seeing Kanister's hand and knowing
Yeah,
there's not
but
like a 10 mana Ulamog and a 7 mana
that's
Karn and
true.
all that.
But he didn't play the Tron piece last turn, so we would have had to draw it this turn through a Karn. Okay, well now Kanister has a chance to draw something off of this. Honestly, Explorer might be one of the better draws he could hit off of this ring. Star, sure. Ugh. Problem is now he's not going to get to blow up the. Oh, he has protection, but yeah, he's not going to get to blow up the Bowmasters because Karn will shut him off. But as you said, he doesn't know that. Ooh, Karn liberated. Huh. So the troll is a land drop. Is DoomWake gonna field the tower again? I have to imagine with the ring in play, you really need to get the Karn down.
Yeah. Yeah, the ring and the O-Stone probably has to change the calculus a little bit.
Yeah.
And 7 mana
Pick up
Karn
on. Oh no, you go get.
doesn't save Kanister here.
Okay, well, attacking silly. I guess it's just to send a message. So, yeah. DoomWake doing a lot of communicating with the commentators.
Just the same comment over and over, and just
Yeah,
praying.
it's just always prayage. We should just assume at all times that he's prayaging and then save him the trouble. Yeah, it's so bad that he has to hit the token here.
To not just die, yeah. There was a turn earlier that Doom could have snuck a talisman in, and I think he didn't do it because of the onboard O-Stone. But it would have been like exceptional the next couple of turns, the way that they ended up playing out. He couldn't have known,
getting
right?
stuck on this mana. It's pretty impressive that, I mean, I guess he just had sort of everything you want to disrupt Tron, but the deck is functioning quite well without either Urborg or Coffers in play.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
But I guess if you're Field of Ruining every single turn against Tron, you don't really need anything else going on.
Yeah, you can just liquid metal coating the 7 mana Karn, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so if one more mana, you could play the Shieldred too.
I wonder if that's a consideration
That's a little awkward. Well, it's not. If he draws another Karn, you're just sort of in the same spot. Yeah, it's a tricky turn. This is one of those instances where you're so far ahead that it's almost like doubly important that you really think through what you're doing, because if you just sort of assume you're really far ahead and you just sort of play cards at random, then that's a really good way to find yourself snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, as they say.
Yeah, you don't want to huck it. Oh yeah, that's a fine answer to Karn too.
The March, or
right?
Yeah.
Who cares about Shieldred? Just pitch it.
I'm a little bit reluctant to pitch Shieldred, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then the Orc can attack to clear it, and then we have a liquid metal hitting a land.
Yeah.
Which certainly feels better.
Yeah, because you can Stone Rain the... Yeah, that's the best play. Good work, DoomWake. You found it.
Oh, didn't even pitch the Shieldred.
Yeah.
I thought there might be a field activation in there too, but yeah, I guess you just don't even need to field.
Field is going to be Stone Rain soon, but the game will probably end before that happens.
Yeah, valid.
We got Wormcoil Engine. Not good enough. If he hadn't... Wormcoil would have locked the board down if he hadn't... Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, what a hit.
What a swing.
That's so good. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Okay.
For some reason, I wasn't even thinking about a top deck 4 mana Karn for the Koth swing there.
That's how you break the Karn mirror. Make your ring into a boy.
Just launch it.
Yeah. Oh man, what do you do here? I guess the only real play is to cast Shieldred. I guess you could...
Yeah, I think you only have one play
too. You can't field though, and still cast Shieldred.
No, not quite right. Mana short.
Oh, but then you just die to the well, it's kind of unlikely he'll O-Stone his own Karn away. There's nothing else going on. I guess he's considering whether he's supposed to attack Karn, but no, I think you just attack face, play Shieldred, which forces the action on the O-Stone, because otherwise the ring can't draw cards.
Yeah, and there's the ring drain in there. I think I like that.
This Sundering Titan is wildin', by the way. Just, I'll blow up your forest and my swamp.
It's got to be better than like a Fatal Push or something, right?
I guess, but what if he get Karns for Ballista or something? Then Fatal Push would be better. Now, okay, so Kanister can reset his own ring.
There's the O-Stone crack.
Upkeep, yep, okay. Down to... Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, that's going to be game.
What's that?
So he can do, next turn he can just Crucible, pick up the missing Tron piece. Well, I guess he's going to he maybe get fielded, but that's not that winning of a line. And Crucible does guarantee he'll have Tron eventually. As long as he doesn't die to his own ring. So he takes 2 next turn. And then Legend rules his ring and plays Crucible.
Correct. I just feel like there's enough ways to die from 2 life.
Yeah, that's true.
We still have
definitely a razor's edge. You can freely draw 3 first. Oh, okay. Well, now he has Tron rolled up. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana, which is enough to cast both the Crucible and the ring. I guess you should have prayed a little harder, DoomWake.
I think DoomWake's favored.
Really?
Yeah, well, any Beseech gets the other Shieldred, right?
That's true. If he draws Beseech, but he has only 2 in his deck, right?
Correct. And then I think he added Ballista to the sideboard.
So he has 3 outs that win immediately.
And then there's all the orcs and stuff. And there's a lot of cards getting drawn here.
That doesn't do it. This Field of Ruin does strip mine Kanister. Oh, but he's not playing it. Oh, because Sundering Titan also strip mines Kanister.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the important one though, huh? Oh, it does.
So it's officially better than Fatal Push.
because of the Ulamog. It took me a second there.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it's actually double strip mine. That's really good. Okay. So. Okay, well. It's been a really swingy game. Much more swingy than I feel like I would expect this matchup to be. I assume you have to draw here.
Oh yeah, go down to 1. And that makes
I guess he's thinking, do I just die to Bowmasters, but then can I afford to play around Bowmasters?
Yeah, it's an extra 2 cards. Because you could just untap and activate ring once and then play the fresh one, but
the ring does give him protection for 1 more turn. So with 4, 6, he still has outs to he doesn't know about this Field of Ruin. So he might be able to once again, Explore is kind of the best thing he could draw right now.
2 cards is so many cards. There's no way I wouldn't draw 2 cards. It might not. I'm willing to admit that it might be incorrect to draw with the 1 ring and expose yourself to Bowmaster, but
yeah,
I don't think that factors into
my thinking. I was talking smack.
Oh,
yeah, well, because
so bad.
I feel like if you don't get this Ulamog down or draw into a Karn, I guess Beseiju, but Beseiju's going to double strip mine you again.
Yeah, Beseijuing Sundering Titan does not feel good here at all.
And give them a land.
Yeah, I think you want to point the Beseiju at the Coffers if you can.
Yeah, I guess so. Although the odds that he doesn't draw another Coffers with the 1 ring is... If he draws Explore, he can cast Ulamog. Right? 2, get that mana back. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. He's actually 1 short if he draws Explore.
Did not draw. I'm so sad. I wanted to see 2 more cards.
I think you might have been right. I mean, he must have just been so scared of an orc.
Yeah. I mean, it's a calculation, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's the Explorer. Okay. So yeah, that draws him. Well, okay, you don't tap those lands. Okay, so
Are you giving Kanister directions? Don't tap like that. Hold on. Back up. Back up.
Yeah. My expert opinion as the resident 2-0 person in this pod is to not tap the power plant when you're about to get Tron in play. Okay, so you have this is enough. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 7. Yeah, okay. So now you take the double strip mine, I guess. Shielder's Edict, though. Yep, he's clicking it. Here we go. He's so ready. The fastest Shielder's Edict in the West. Good games.
Not hitting the Sundering. Valid.
And what does Shielder have to say about this? Ooh, baby. Okay, well, I guess he does buy himself a turn by strip mining himself twice again. Oh, but he puts the Witch's Cottage off the stage. Oh my god! Oh wow!
I've watched Doom play this deck a bit, and every time his opponent besieges him and he gets a Witch's Cottage to rebuy something insane, it's always hilarious. Just the best.
What a legend. What an absolute legend. GG's. Yeah, cast the Ring for protection. And he wins at 21 life just to, like, you know, the extra dagger.
Wow.
Good work, DoomWake.